Okay. If you come to page, okay, page 150, you have read this word and its definition in book 7, unit 9. Elixir comes from the Arabic al with the ancient Greek word zerion, the word for a powder which dried out and healed wounds. Many words which begin with al derive from Arabic, such as alchemy and alchemist and alchemy. Okay, so most of the words that begin with al, they come from the Arabic language. From very early times, alchemists, which were early chemists, and medicine men have attempted to make an elixir. The alchemists hoped to change base metals into gold with this special preparation, and medicine men promised that the elixir of life would prolong indefinitely. Yusuf, you have a class with me at 11, bete. I have a class with you at 11. You can leave the session, please. Okay. So,
Ma'am, page.
this is 150, 151 minute chat. I wrote it down.
Okay.
Yusuf, you have a class with me at 11, beta ji. Okay. Now, the medicine men, they promised that the elixir of life would prolong indefinitely the life of those who consumed it. If you have ever read stories for children, back when we were young, we came across stories about elixirs, you know. People would make, in Urdu, we call it Abe Hayat. Okay? Maybe you've come across this word in your Urdu class. Abe Hayat is Ab is water and Hayat is life. And any drink, any potion that you drink which prolongs your life, which gives you, which will never let you die, will be called an elixir. Okay. So some traditional medicines today claim to be an elixir which will prolong life. There are certain traditional medicines which proclaim that if you consume our product, your life will be extended. Basically, they improve the quality of life. Whatever time God has decided for you to die, obviously one is going to return to him on that particular time. For example, the Chinese broth made from the bird's nest in the text is sold as an elixir. It is said that if you regularly consume the bird nest soup, you will live for a very long, you will have a very long life. Such promises are always false, as it is impossible to prolong human life indefinitely. Okay? Because obviously, um, you are born, you grow into your youth, you become an adult, and with the passage of time, you eventually get old, and it is the cycle of life that you have to die. Anything that is born, whether human or in once created, it has to move over towards its demise. It's impossible to prolong human life indefinitely, but there are ingredients which you can put in your life to maximize your chances of living a long, happy, and healthy life. Okay. Now, why do you think the word ingredients has been put in inverted commas? Yeah. Mhm. Why is ingredients in inverted commas?
And special.
I can't understand.
And the extraordinary ingredients.
Exactly. The unusual ingredients. Very good, Shankar. These are going to be ingredients which are not very common and you can't get them easily. But They will be potent. They will have such strength in them. They will have such, um, you know, um, such a power in them that it can improve or it can prolong life. Now, what you have to do as a group, discuss the ingredients which you think are needed to ensure a long and healthy life. You may like to discuss points such as what you should and should not eat or drink, which material possessions you need and not need, how important material possessions, the world, for example, a cell. Do you need a cell phone to prolong your life, or do you abstain from using it? Okay, and this is just an idea. So any other material things that you should have to prolong your life or you should not have to prolong your life, how important your family and your community are. Okay, the best ways to stay healthy. So there are four things that you can discuss. First of all, what you should eat and not eat, uh, whatever you put inside your body, or you should not put inside your body. What are the different material possessions? That includes your gadgets, that includes money, that includes any other thing that you can think of, and then your family and your friends or the people that live around you, and finally some ways to stay healthy and to increase life. Now, I'll ask you guys to give me one thing to eat or drink that you should add to increase, you should add in your daily routine to increase your or prolong your life. One thing that you should eat. Shakar, we will go in a sequence. Okay? Oh, yeah, very good. Although your point is valid, but let's come to it when we come to the second point, okay? Your first question is what you should eat or drink to prolong your life. Fasi, I'll begin with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Anji, what should you incorporate? What should you eat in your everyday life or to increase your life?
Ma'am,
खानी चाहिए जो हमारी जिंदगी को प्रोलॉन्ग करे.
समझ ही नहीं आया.
क्या मतलब नहीं आया? ठीक हो गया, ठीक. But see, our discussion is about
Yes,
making an एक ऐसा पोर्शन बनाना है हमने
yes, ma'am.
या कोई काम हमने करने हैं which will help improve our life and prolong it, हमारी लाइफ को
लंबी.
लंबा करे, लंबी लंबी जिंदगी दे हमें. हाँ, the problem is Fasi, we are having an English class, so you should try and speak in English, ठीक है, and
Okay.
try to communicate मेरा बच्चा, because if you will not,
Yes, ma'am.
you will not improve yourself for the exam. Eventually तो हमने exam के लिए improve करना है ना मेरे बच्चे. तो
Okay, ma'am.
learn to communicate in English. Be confident. Nobody is going to make fun of you. I will not let anyone make fun of you. ठीक है, अगर आपको ये लगता है कि आप इंग्लिश गलत बोलोगे तो आप बाकी सारे क्लासमेट्स मजाक उड़ाएंगे, I will not let anyone make fun of you. ठीक है, because my job is to help you improve. अगर मैं भी आपके साथ उर्दू बोलने लग जाऊंगी तो फिर तो काम गड़बड़ हो जाएगा ना. ठीक है, so let's try. Okay, is the chat for everyone? Yes, it is for everyone. Look at what Shakar is saying. Shakar says eat food like fruits and vegetables because they do not have many sweeteners added to them. They do not have extra salt added to them. They do not have any processed foods added to them. Okay, so let's incorporate fruits, fresh fruits, organic fruits and vegetables in our daily life. Aman, things that we should eat and drink.
Excess, like extra water.
Very good. We should eat, Drink plenty of water. That will
And
help us.
milk.
And milk. Water will keep us hydrated. It will help our skin improve. Milk, on the other hand, improves our, it absorbs in our bones and gives us strength. Very good. Avaimer, add in. Avaimer, I'd like you to tell me something that you can eat or drink to improve your life, the quality of life. Yes, yes, hurry it up. Your points are taken. Can you think of something else? Percy,
Yes, ma'am.
what shouldn't we eat or drink?
Ma'am, junk food.
What exactly junk food?
Um, like uh,
You guys must have heard your parents say that the food cooked in the villages, it is more delicious and more healthy because it is not cooked on a gas stove, but it is cooked on, wooden fire. So it's more healthy. So
yes, ma'am.
what should we do? Should we cook our food on wooden fire, or should we cook our food on electric or gas stove?
Wooden fire.
Okay. Acha, what are the things that we should not drink?
Fizzy drink.
Fizzy drinks. Very good. Avaimir, what other things shouldn't we drink? Other than the fizzy drinks, other than these colas, what else should
Alcohol.
alcohol? Very good. We're not thinking just about the Muslims, we're thinking of people all over the world. Yes, Shakar, yes. Well, there are people who drink that. There are people who drink that. Yes, what else shouldn't we drink? Should we consume a lot of coffee and tea full of caffeine? Should we drink that? Or should we
No.
remove that from our daily life? Very good, Avaimir. Absolutely. Okay. And what are the things that we should not eat? जंक फूड जो है ना वो एक it could be a vast word. Fasi said junk food, but junk food is a vast word. Why? What makes junk food junk? Have you ever thought of it?
Snack.
What makes snacks junk?
Nothing.
Nothing. There's nothing in the junk that makes it.
Ma'am, they are not healthy. Ma'am, they are not healthy.
What makes it unhealthy? Arfa, we have a
Mm,
class at 11, beta. What makes the junk food unhealthy? Have you ever thought of it? Very good, Avaimed. They contain chemicals. They contain preservatives. Preservatives are chemicals that can, see, you make potato chips at home. The potato chip will stay fresh for a day. By second day, it will start turning stale. By the third day, if you eat the same potato chip, it is going to be icky. But those packaged potato chips, they have, if you look at them, they have the expiry date for at least 4 to 7 months, sometimes a year. Why? Because they have chemicals in them that increase their life, increase the life of the packaged product. But those chemicals, in the long run, they're not good for health, for human consumption. They are cancerous. They create different kinds of problems for the people, medical conditions for humans. Okay, so and salt, consuming a lot of salt or the added salt, it is also harmful. It gives you increases your blood cholesterol, it increases your blood pressure, it causes hypertension. Okay, so taking in a lot of spices is equally dangerous. So taking in excess, see, you must have heard the proverb, excess of everything is bad. Specifically, the reason why we call junk food junk is because it has a lot of additives, preservatives, and chemicals in them. Okay. Plus, at times they have, lard or pig fat in them, or contents from such animals which are not halal or which are not good for human consumption. Okay. Now, what
Yes.
material possessions you need and not need? Here is what Shakar added. Shakar said that we cannot completely remove the gadgets from our life because we need a device so that you can know what is happening. Because if you didn't, then you probably wouldn't know about coronavirus. Absolutely correct. But um, there are people, Shakar, who say that yes, the virus is there. We agree that the virus is there and it is killing people. But it is continuously scrolling through our phone, scrolling on our gadgets, the information that is being bombarded on us via the media that is giving us the stress. See, now a year has passed since the virus, engulfed the country, the world, isn't it so? But don't you think that initially there was a lot of fear? The fear level was just too high. It was just too high. Don't you think of that? And the reason for that was because people were made to sit at home, and they were consistently sitting in front of their televisions, and media was bombarding them with fearful news. What do you have to say about that? Yeah, but no. uh, the purpose is, at times, if you look at those conspiracy theories, etc., one of those theories say that the best way to rule the people or to play with the minds of people is to create fear. Once you are able to create fear in the minds of people, you can control them like rats, however you please. Okay. Other than, so we come to the conclusion that we should stay with technology. We shouldn't let go of technology. Or again, excess of everything is bad. We should use technology, but we should refrain from using it in excess. Should we agree to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I agree. People making excuses to go outside. Okay, fine. Yes, to some extent, I agree. To some extent, I agree with you. Exactly. Excess of everything is bad. Okay. And what material possessions we should have other than technology? Should we have a car?
Uh,
Yes.
Should it be, luxurious, or anything will do?
A standard one.
A standard one, absolutely. Should we have a big, lavish mansion, or a standard home will do?
Yeah, standard.
Should we go live in the forest in a tree house, or we should stay within the city?
The
village.
village and hill.
Off and on, one should take a leisure pleasure trip to the forest, shouldn't one? Okay. How important is your family and the community that you're living in? Should they, see, you must have seen these memes about throw negative people out of your life. Have you come across that? Hmm. How important is, ये क्या हो रहा है इसमें? एक ही चीज इसने कितनी दफा शेयर की है? How important is the family and the community that you live in?
Ma'am,
Both.
Ma'am, it depends on the community.
Hmm. What? Yes, it depends on the family. If it is a really toxic environment, then leave. Can one survive without family, by the way? Have you ever thought of it?
Yes, ma'am.
How old do you have to be to leave your family?
A teenager?
Then, what if I be very negative? I be very brutal with you guys on that point, and I say that you guys are leeches, leeching onto your parents while you needed them. And when you felt like, okay, my family is toxic, I want to leave them, you leave them at the spur of the moment. And for 17 or 18 years, you've used all their finances, you've taken food from the family, stuff like that. Huh? Don't you think that then you are being toxic to your family? Yes, if it is toxic, then leave. Then if you are leaving the family, maybe your family thinks that you are the toxin. Oh, yes. So the important thing is we should think of the situation. Think if whether the people around us really are toxic and they're negative. Negativity is when, what is negativity for you?
Ma'am, if they like throw the garbage outside of our house or something like that.
And they use racist or foul words, then obviously you should move out of that community. Agree. If your family keeps bullying you, see, even parents can bully their children, can't they? Siblings bully their own siblings, don't they? um, in such a case, first seek help. If you think you are not being helped from your immediate family, from your community, who should you go to? We're running out of time. In case you don't find anybody to help you out in your immediate surroundings, who should you go to seek help? Someone you can trust, a friend, okay, or the parent of a friend, okay. Now, what are, let's quickly, because we are on the last 5 minutes part, I have to start the next lesson with the next class. Quickly, best ways to stay healthy.
ma'am, we should do regular exercise.
Exercise. And should we connect with the religion or religion isn't important? Thank you, Hashir. Healthy diet. Do everything in moderation. Very good. Wake up early morning. Very nice. Yes, what else? Exercise, healthy diet, everything in moderation, waking up early. What else should we do to stay healthy? Should we connect to the religion?
Yes, ma'am.
Healthy self-esteem, that is very important to keep your brain, to keep your mental, not only your physical, but your mental health in in a good state. You need to be self-aware. You need to remember, put yourself first, not be very self-centered, but self-aware. Very good, Shakar. As Shakar says, one should be self-aware that this is the limit. No one should cross this limit and step on me and make me feel down, put me down. Okay, your task is page 151, recipe for an elixir for life. When you have finished your discussion, have plenty of ideas for your elixir of life. Have fun writing out your own imaginative recipe for it. Write out 5 ingredients which you will need. One could be, for example, happiness or fresh mountain air. Okay, just enjoy. I'll try to find a few recipes for elixir and I'll share it on Google Classroom if possible. Okay, make sure you don't offend people even if you did it by accident. Apologize. Yes, be sorry. Learn to forgive and seek forgiveness. That is very important. Even if you think that you have not done something wrong, say sorry. Because in the current situation that we are in, you never know what might happen next. Um, there have been people my age, people I know, my own classmates, we hadn't connected for years. And suddenly one day, I open up my Facebook and I find out that that person has passed away due to Corona. So life is very unexpected. You don't know when someone is going to end theirs, when whose journey of life is going to end tomorrow, today, day after tomorrow. Okay? So do not keep grudges. If someone hurts you, forgive them. If you have hurt somebody, whether on purpose or by mistake, seek forgiveness. Apologize. Say sorry, even if it is for a petty thing. Okay? I'll be leaving this session and then I'll start the session again. Okay? Be there for people, but make sure you don't surround them with yes men. Exactly. That is so true. Okay. Now, first you have to think of 5 ingredients as given over here in the example, and then give 5 instructions using the imperative verb forms. For example, eat plenty of fresh vegetables or be kind to your neighbors. Okay, this will be all for the day. uh, this is going to be your task. I will post it in a little while after I take grade 8's class. I'll post it on Google Classroom. Thank you very much, pre-O levels. Bless you, and I hope it's a very teeny tiny task. You don't have anything else to do right now. Search a little on Google and then quickly sort out this exercise and work it out in your notebooks. Okay. Thank you very much for grade 8.